What is up YouTube, JC Games here, and welcome back to Exploring Omori Mysteries. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about Kel, specifically Kel's hidden pain throughout the game, I guess. But we're gonna talk about Kel, and we're gonna talk about his pain, which is very sad, but we must do it. Alright, so if you play the game, you know Kel is like the happy little dude, right? He's like the happy, cheerful dude. He's like a whole meme and everything. Everyone always uses him for memes, right? You know, every Kel meme is canon, right? Kel is the happy dude, even as he has all the funny scenes, he has the butt certificate and everything, right? Kel is the happy guy, right? That's what he shows, at least. That's what he shows. He's a happy dude. But if we go deeper into it, then we can see that this might not be the case. So, like I said, Kel is like the funny meme dude, right? So, like, we see in the game, like, we never actually see him like being vulnerable, right? We never see him express his emotions or say how he feels or something. We never see anything like that in the whole game. Like, he's basically just being this. He's basically showing himself being happy, right? But we never actually see him expressing his emotion. So this might be like, you know, he's hiding his pain, right? It's like it's like that meme. He's smiling through the pain, like he's smiling. He's being happy. He's being funny, but in reality, he has like all this pain hidden inside him. But he's just smiling through it. Also, like, you know, he's like this funny person. We can also see like he's also like simple-minded, right? And another thing is that I think he's insecure about it, because here's a quote from the game, right? Well, this is from the wiki, but I think it was in the game. So it says Aubrey has accused him of being too simple-minded, right? And he said he's thoughtless, and sometimes, you know, sometimes he's just not thinking, right? He's just being funny, just smiling. And he's like simple-minded and stuff, right? And it says that Kel himself has insecurities regarding this, and in the past it felt he was too stupid to help his friends after Murray's death, and Hiro yelled at him, which we'll talk about later. But we see like he's insecure. He doesn't feel like talking about or trying to help his friends, right? Because I feel like his simple-mindedness is like just gonna make it worse. He's like, I don't want to try to help these people because I'll just make it worse. Which is like, you know, he's insecure about it. But he doesn't show it. Like, then again, he doesn't talk about it ever in the game. Well, maybe he did like at this point, but other than that, he doesn't really talk about it at all, like about his insecurities and how he feels, and he's just like hiding it, I guess. Also, like in the game, we never see this man get emotional support, which makes me very sad. I'm like, come, Kel's my favorite character. Please, someone help him, right? Don't let him struggle with this pain. He's basically struggling with it this whole time, especially after the truth and everything. He's struggling with it, but we never actually see or hear about him getting emotional support. And the one instance where we actually do is when Hiro was in, right, Kelisai Hiro was in pain right after Marie's suicide, which is the truth. So we see this, right, and then Hiro gets all depressed. He's in pain and everything. So Kel tries to help him, but then in doing so, Hiro gets mad at him. And then they both start crying, and then the parents come in, right? And what do? They comfort Hiro, and they leave Kel like crying by himself in the ground. It's so sad. Such a sad scene. I mean, we didn't see it, but just hearing about it is very sad. Kel, please. I'm sorry. But, so, what we see here is a parent completely ignoring Kel and going to support Hiro, which, like, I guess this could be like the result of, you know, like Kel is hiding his pain, so the parents thinking he's fine, but Hiro is not. So he's like, okay, we're gonna go comfort Hiro because he's like depressed and stuff, and then Kel is just being completely ignored because maybe he's just hiding his pain, or maybe they think he's okay, right? He's just like this happy boy, especially because he made it seem like he's the one that coped the best with Marie's death. So that's probably why they thought he was okay compared to Hiro. But still, it's messed up. They just completely ignored him. So it's basically like, yeah, maybe he was hiding his pain, or maybe that led to him hiding his pain even more. He's like, dude, if no one cares about it, then why should I show it? And it's very messed up, and it's making me very mad at the parents. I'm like, why Kel? I'm sorry, no, Kel. I don't like seeing Kel sad. Okay, next, I want to talk about the neutral endings, right? So, spoilers if you haven't played to the game, even though I already talked about the truth. But spoilers, in the neutral endings, Basil, he kills himself, right? I'm sorry, it's very sad. It's a very serious topic. But that happens, right? And everyone's in pain. And we see Kel in this scene, like when it happens, I'll probably show it in the screen. Kel is like pretty much he's breaking down, he's crying, he's broke, he's absolutely distraught that this happened. He's like, because he doesn't know about the truth either at this point. So he's like, Marie killed himself and Basil killed himself. Why did this happen? And he basically breaks down, and he's like, he breaks down. His character completely breaks down. Right? He's no longer the happy, funny kid. He's all depressed now. He's like, why did this have to happen again? So what I think this shows is, or I'm theorizing, I don't know if it's true, but I'm theorizing that Kel is like hiding a whole bunch of pain this whole time, right? And he's hiding it, he's just smiling through the pain. And then once Basil kills himself, then this mask of like being this happy, funny kid just like breaks apart. He basically reaches his limit. He's like, and he basically reaches his limit and he breaks down. And he's like, I can't keep smiling through the pain anymore. It just keeps building up and building up, and I can't deal with this anymore. This is basically what I'm trying to say. It's very sad. Like, I don't like thinking about it, but it's the truth. It's not the truth. It's what I'm theorizing. Like, he was hiding his pain, and finally his character broke down, and he broke down crying. That's pretty much, yeah. Another thing is that Kel, we see, constantly tries to be positive, right? Which is like, he's always like, we have to stay positive. He tries to stay positive and happy and stuff, and even I think he says like he wants to stay positive because Marie would have wanted him to stay positive. But the one thing is that like this is good, right? All right, it's good to stay positive and stuff, but there's a point where this can get toxic, right? And you're just like constantly hiding your pain. You're like, stay positive, and this could get very toxic because like, you know, it's all this built up issues built up in your head, right? I mean, you're like, but I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna stay positive. But the fact is, you still have a whole bunch of undealt with emotions in your head. And it's just gonna make it even worse, even worse. It's gonna make it even harder to stay positive. And it's overall just a bad thing to hide your emotions and bottle them up and stuff. Speaking from experience, but anyway, it's a very bad thing to do. And don't get me wrong, I like Kel being positive, but like there's a point where it becomes toxic. So yeah, that's pretty much what I'm trying to say. So in the end, we can see that Kel basically he did it indeed cope with Marie's death. I'd say the best. I mean, like he moved on from it the best. He didn't really do anything bad. He didn't isolate himself, at least I don't think so, not that we've heard of. He even tried to help Hero, but that backfired. But he coped with the death the best. But that doesn't, like, we can't just like skip over his pain, be like, oh, it was nothing, he was okay. No, he had a whole bunch of pain, right? The fact that he was just hiding it, he was smiling through it. And well, here I tried to show like he was having, I tried to show like how he was hiding his pain and he was just smiling through it. But indeed, he does have a bunch of hidden pain. And yeah, Kel, he's a good boy, but he has a whole bunch of pain he was hiding that he hopefully dealt with at some point. And yeah, he stays positive. I don't know what I'm trying to say at this point, but let me wrap this up. Let me wrap it up real quick. Okay, so in summary, Kel smiles through the pain, but we all know he still has pain. There you go, they made a very short and summary of it. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I just kind of made this video just to show that Kel isn't just the funny guy, you know, he still has his own emotions he has to deal with and stuff. And that was pretty short, but that's pretty much it. So I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully we don't see Kel sad next week. I want my guy to be happy, alright? Everyone should be happy in your friend group. But anyway, I'll see you guys next week.